Hey guys, so we're going to set up the train. So I brought over 2 of these filled with water. They're little jugs for filling an iron. Got 2 of them there. So I don't know exactly how much water this takes. It doesn't really say on the box. So we're going to make a start and have a look at it. Let's open it all up. So we're going to take out the controller and the cable. That cable doesn't look very long, so we'll have a look at that in a minute. Let's take the train out. It's popping up there. He actually looks bigger than the picture, so let's have a look. We have a use reasonably fully charged machine before using it to ensure the normal use of the machine. Fully charge it? It runs by a USB, doesn't it? Oh, maybe it's battery operated. Hey, if it's battery operated as well, that's great. Okay, so it says water capacity 300 milliliters max. Okay. It's got a little diagram on how to do it, so let's have a look at that. First of all, before we do, let's open the train and have a look. Ooh, okay, well I just found out how you open the train by grabbing hold of it. So let's remove the train cover. Why is it so... The light here is awful today. There we go, that'll be better. So there's the train. There's the train, if I can show you a close-up of it. Yee, it's the steam train. So you take the top off and you've got this fillable... Okay, a bit worried about this. It's got this weird little plastic thing here that has an open back, and you put water in it. That looks like it's the electrics down there. That worries me a bit. That does worry me a bit. Maybe that's why you can't fill it too full, because it'll go into that hole there. Okay, so what we're gonna do first is open the train, put it to the side ready. On the windowsill so you guys can still see it, sort of. Now it's got a controller which doesn't mention it on the box. So let's have a look at this little controller. So it's got a little power button. It's got a weird cracked egg looking thing. Another weird cracked egg looking thing. A sun and a sound. A sound? This is going to be interesting. It doesn't mention any of this on the description of it. I thought it was just a normal... I mean, I knew it's steamed because it mentioned it's steamed. Maybe it makes a steam noise. Okay, so we have the USB-C charger. I need to find out how long it is, because if it's not long enough to go from the power socket there onto the windowsill, I will have to figure something else out. But it doesn't look like it takes batteries in any capacity. So, no, not battery operated. Definitely has to be plugged in. This cable is not... It's not that long. It is not going to go... Let me find out if it goes from where I want it to go. Okay, yeah, that's a no. Oh, that's a no. So... It might have to go on the unit instead of on the windowsill. And my controller thing will have to go somewhere else. Not that anyone ever puts the controllers back in, but let's find out how this works. This has got to plug into this somewhere. Oh wow, okay, so it plugs in down under here, so it's a bit fiddly to get hold of. To put the... Okay, very fiddly. I think that's in. Yeah, that's in. So that, yeah, not very long. Interesting. I mean, I might see if it goes in front of the TV, but it depends on how big it is, because, you know, it does seem to be quite a big item. Let's put the top back on a minute. Okay, so that's it with it plugged in. Oh, it takes over, like, the entire bottom of the screen, so it's definitely going to have to go over there. But we're going to put that to the side now that we've got the power socket plugged in. Of course, it doesn't come with a plug, so I have spare USB plugs over there somewhere. Okay, so it says here continuous spray. Oh, okay, with the controller. So top button on and off, second button down continuous spray mode, third button down intermittent spray mode, lights, and whistle of the train is the sound. So you have to press that every time you want to whistle. It's a nice little gimmick, I guess. Now, I went out today and I bought some, because you can put scent in it. I bought some eucalyptus oil. This is the new Mark one, so this is from the pharmacy, because it helps aid breathing and everything. So we use this when we all got colds and everything, and we're all like chesty and everything. We use this one. But I saw this in the little shop in Hannah Street, and this one is the multi-purpose aromatherapy oil in orange scent. So we're going to try the orange one. So I'm going to unbox it. These are $2.50 and these are $1.25. Oh yeah, that was just Shadow. He was up in bed and came running down for some random reason. Why is it so hard to get into a tiny little bottle of this? There we go. We got it open. It's actually quite a big bottle. Whoa, that's actually a chunky bottle. You see the difference in the bottle sizes. 1 second. I always keep the boxes. You see the difference in the sizes? Let's open it. It's a really nice scent. Ignore the fact that I just tried to get you to smell it. I love the smell. I don't like eating oranges because they cause bad indigestion, but I love the smell of fresh oranges being peeled and orange scent. Don't like the fake orange flavour either, but it's just me. Okay, so first things first, let's move you guys because you're facing that side a moment. And I'm going to have to find out. I've got a package stuck to my foot. Let's move that out of the way a minute. So I don't know if I've got enough space over here for him. Yeah, he takes over the baby monitors. Yeah. And I don't think that cable's going to be long enough to reach down there either. Well, we'll see what we can do. I'm just going to plug him in an emergency plug for now, so we can have a look what he does. Okay, well it beeped when I plugged it in. It's very easy to pull the top off, so we'll have to make sure the girls don't get into it. We'll put a tiny bit of water in until I know where it's going to live. Okay, so one of these fills it to the mark actually. We're going to drop a tiny bit of the oil in there. Why are you not coming out? Come on, get out. How that? Has it got a stopper or something in it? Well, they usually have these like stoppers on it, but I'm just going to pull the stopper out if I can. Hey, why is that not coming out? No, it definitely doesn't want to come out, does it? Annoying. Okay, so it didn't taste very nice. I can't. Like with some of my other ones, I can pull the top off and just pour in as much as I want, but with this one, it's not so easy to pull it out. That tastes horrible. Is there a reason it's not coming out? Yeah, this doesn't seem to want to come out at all. This is annoying. I just need to get this stopper out or something. Or maybe I need to poke a hole in the top. Give me one of those stick things. Yeah, it seems to be sealed at the bottom. Maybe that's what it is. There's a seal you've got to unseal. Nope, has done absolutely nothing. Yeah, it's not coming out. Okay, well that's a bit annoying. There is something I might be able to do. Give me a sec. I don't actually suggest this, but I'm going to knife it out. Trusty motion knife. Okay, I'm not going to even bother putting that stupid cap back in. Let's pour a little bit of this in now. Here we go. And we'll just seal it with the lid and throw that stupid cap away. Okay, so let's put the lid of the train back on. Open up the... Actually no, I'm going to leave the plastic on the controller, but I'm going to pull the safety thing out. That stops you from being able to use the button. Alright, and I'm going to take it off because I don't think there's a battery in this. Oh, there is. There was. But for some reason it's not working. Okay. Yep, it's not working. That's a bit disappointing. Have I not got it plugged in properly or something? Well, it's plugged in. I heard it beep. Well, that's not good. Why is it not... doesn't look like it's working. Right, well that beeped, so it should be on. Ah! I think I shook the cable loose. Okay, it's working. And as you can see, the lights are on. It's a bit hard to see actually. Let me bring it forwards. Oh, you can smell the orange coming through now. Here we go. So you got the lights on, you can hear the sound and the smoke coming through the top. Can you guys see the smoke? There's the smoke. Now it won't turn off. Okay, now it won't turn off. I'm going to have to unplug it. For some reason the controller doesn't work very well. But I'm going to have to make space. This is the only place it can actually be, which is here, which is great, because this is the end I sit on. But I'm going to have to figure out what to do with those baby monitors. They're going to be in the way. But it's going to have to live there, because that's as far as the cable stretches. So, that is the setup of the That is going to drive me nuts. I've got to figure out how to turn the sound off. The control's shite, it doesn't bloody work half the time. Anyway, I don't mind it being on now and then, but that is going to drive me nuts. Well, that's the setup of the train. I will figure out what to do with the little bits and pieces. It may end up actually going on the table, because at least it's not right next to my ear making that sound. And there is an extension cable over there that I can run it on. Well, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Good night. Okay, so I said I was going to figure a way of putting the train somewhere else because it didn't quite fit over there. And then I remembered, because this is the cable that's off it, I remembered I bought a 2-meter metal charging cable for my phone, and it does not charge my phone very well. So I'm hoping it works for this, which means it can go on the windowsill. So I do apologise, this is a quick update, so I'm going to try and do this. I transferred the water back into the jug with the scent in it. I'm going to see if this works. If it does, it can stay on the windowsill. Oh, dropped it in, so stick it on the back. Okay, so I want it to go around the back of here, and down here, and along to here. Okay, so that went beep, which is a good sign. I also want this cable to go behind my flowers over here. So the flowers now, they can hold it all in place. Let's put the water back in. Something I will say that isn't mentioned on the leaflet, I would say that I do this with the fire, the washing machine, everything. If you're going out, make sure it's turned off because it's electric and water. Okay, let's see. Yes! It works, and I think the original cable might be a bit dodgy because I've just been able to flick through this and turn that sound off without affecting it. So it was the cable that was doing a weird thing by not allowing the controller to connect. So it's on, but the sound is off and the lights are on. Which means my little one could go back upstairs, because this was my original dehumidifier, but the refills for this are really expensive. But this one could go back upstairs because that's where it's from. And that one now has, oh, it smells so nice. And he is, it can come forwards a little bit away from my dragon, just to the edge of the cloth. He's in front of my dragon, and my dragon is the ones for the combs, so he breathes out of his mouth. But he's a bit hard to keep them alight because it's standing up. But the train is working perfectly by there. I can now turn it off. Turn it off. So you double press to turn off. And he's off now until we get back from school run. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Good night.